What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Fiction Tea. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the Netflix Korean film called Beoning. It's a 2018 mystery thriller.
So the story is about a girl and a guy who grew up together. They end up bumping back into each other. They hang out for a bit. They kind of have this like little relationship for a moment, this intimacy. And then the girl decides she's going to go off to Africa because she wants to travel. And she asks her friend, can he stay and watch her cat? And when she comes back, she returns from her trip with her new boyfriend. And the friend kind of has suspicion about this guy. And as the story goes on, we kind of figure out what type of person this mysterious guy is and what his motives truly are.
I'm not trying to butcher these names, but Jeon Jong-seo as Haimi and Yoo Ah-in as Lee Chang-dong, and stevenyuen, also known as Glenn from The Walking Dead, as Ben. Okay, so first of all, I just wanted to let y'all know that this is a very slow burn movie. Like, nothing really happens, like, as far as action until, like, the very end. But it's a good slow burn film. So the film really captured the mood of each scene, and the setting played a role in how each character was expressed and how they expressed themselves. So Haimi, she lives in like this very small, compact apartment, one bed studio apartment that is like the size of a bedroom, but it's like her entire apartment. And it's usually messy. She has like her cat in there. And she's kind of, if you think about it, like her cat. And she's like a cat. And she sleeps very like pushed in and it's kind of messy. Whereas you think of Lee Jong-seo lives in a similar place. But his is like a bit bigger than hers. And then you have Ben, played by stevenyuen, who lives like luxurious. He has this nice apartment. He doesn't live in like, I guess, he lives in a less impoverished area. Their way of living definitely tells you the type of people that they are and the type of lives that they are living. Like I said, Hae-min, she was more cluttered, she was more messy. Lee Jong-seo, he was more organized. He had a computer on his desk. He was like more focused. Hae-min, she was more like free-spirited and kind of just go with the flow type of person, going on adventures, traveling. And then we have Ben. So Ben was borderline sociopath slash psychopath. He was a sociopath because he could pretend to be a different person with his friends. He was like talkative, outgoing. He would put any girl he had on the spotlight. But then like behind closed doors, he would say things like, oh, I don't have emotions and I've never cried. That right there was like a red flag for me, and I was like, oh, he crazy. He crazy. But with his friends and with women, he's like super suave, super charming. He's able to play different people because in this, I hated his character. I love Glenn in The Walking Dead, but stevenyuen in this film, I couldn't stand him. And I was like, he did a pretty good performance. Overall, this is a visually pleasing film. And I love the tones and the colors. I love that it's drawn out until the end because you get an idea of the characters and you get this build up, and as you're watching it, you're like, what's gonna happen? Like, you're trying to anticipate what's gonna happen. And the end really, I feel like it satisfies whatever you feel is gonna happen. Like, you feel better. Yeah, basically the slow burn was worth it. And I think this movie was a novel, or it was inspired by a novel by William Faulkner. I'm not sure, I haven't read that. But if so, that's pretty brilliant. I think this movie is very creative. Before I go, we're going to continue to read Rain by me, T. Outlaw. So I wrote a book about a group of young adults in a psych ward who have been living there for so long. Then they get this counselor. He comes and he's trying to figure out what's going on with them and why are they in this place. And he's slowly starting to learn that there's something going on besides the kids being just crazy and psychopaths and sociopaths. Like, there's something deeper going on in this place, and I'm gonna figure it out. And while he's trying to uncover this mystery, there's a lot of horrific things happening. It's kind of actually like the Korean film. It's like a slow burn thriller, and then at the end you're like, oh snap, that's what happens. And there's a little bit of sci-fi in this, and we were reading this, and we're going to continue to read this, so if you want to stay tuned for that, we're going to start now. Chapter 6, Shadows. This is Joseph. So last time we checked, Joseph was actually going to the bathroom, and John Smith was like, I want to know about your family members. Tell me about that. So we haven't gotten to that part yet, but that's basically what he's been asking. He's learned about Teo's baby mom having the child, and Ko and Joseph have gone to the bathroom. And yeah. Walk into the bathroom, and Ko follows. I turn around, astonished. You're not serious right now. Following me to the bathroom? Get out! I scream. She doesn't listen very well. She pleads, please, I still have the parts. I can come in. I promise not to do anything. I just want to see it. Irritated, I tell her to stay away from me while I make this phone call. God, she's like a crack fiend. It's utter ridiculousness. Sweat falls from my forehead, dripping into the sink puddle on the floor. This fucking bathroom smells of horse shit. These filthy ass pipes are so busted, it'll start a flood. It's too bad nobody cares enough to fix them. They've been this way since the last time I escaped this shithole, which was over 2 or 3 years ago. It seems Ko has taken it upon herself to walk into the men's bathroom, although she identifies as a little girl. It's not because she wants to use her boy parts either. I know why she is really here. I know what she wants. It's a gift I'm no longer willing to give. Those soft kitten eyes of hers are freaking me out as they watch me. My sweaty palms begin to tremble, causing my phone to drop. Hey, where'd you get that? Shut up, Ko. Shh. Run the water, I tell her. I pick up the contraction of a phone from the infested floor. Great. Now I'll probably get a bacterial disease, or worse, AIDS. The other line rings 3 times. I hang up, tossing it back into my pockets. In a minute or two, she will call, so I wait in silence as Ko eases her way close to me. I push her away to back up, but she takes my hand, rubbing her chest with it. The phone rings. Thank God. Her sexy voice answers. Hello? Hey, it's good to hear your voice. I glare at Ko and turn my back. A low cry seeps through the phone. I console her with words I know are lies. It's Mandy, my girlfriend, who has an abundance of love for me. She's explaining how much she misses me, how much my absence has destroyed her mentally, and how much I have hurt her. I apologize. I'm always apologizing to her. It seems I can never get it in return. You coming to see me? I beg. Why should I? She says, Don't. I huff. Don't be like that, Manuela. I need you. Please, I beg. I'm sorry. I apologize. I turn around to see Ko nude standing in front of me. I nod my head. No. But she walks up to me anyway. Damn it. Ko, this is not the time. I place my hand over the mouthpiece. I tell her to put her fucking clothes back on and to get out. But I can see it in her eyes. Ko is gone. She thinks she's still in that nightmare that haunts her at night, wishing to fulfill her duties as a woman. She drops her knees in front of me, pulling on my pants. On the phone, Mandy cries again, saying how she wants to taste my tongue, lick my body, and roll in our love. I can feel it, her lips touching mine, her soft, radiating love beaming from her magic mouth. Her warm touch eases its way down my torso as the heat escapes her body into her mind. She whispers, moans, sending a shrill down my spine, rattling my nerves like a snake. I inhale and exhale, deeply losing balance. I grip the stall for support. My mouth drops, releasing a vowel sound. My hand nerves shake, rattling my arms. I hold my breath. She releases a lone exhale over the phone. I love you. I hang up the phone, open my eyes, and see Ko, standing inches away from me, walking to the sink to throw water into her mouth. I watch as she gargles, rinses, repeats, then puts her clothes on. I adjust my zipper, exiting the bathroom. Now we're on Ko. You're so stupid, Ko. Why can't you ever do anything right? Oh my God, I hope Joe doesn't hate me for what I did. Usually we do it in our room. He hasn't been spending time in our room unless it's bedtime. Sometimes I have to sneak under the covers and beg or wait till he is asleep. But it's hard because he'll punch me or push me out the bed in his sleep thinking he's fighting someone. I didn't really want to do that while Mandy was on the phone. She's so pretty. I hope she doesn't hate me. I know he wanted to. I know he loves me more like a sister, so I tried not to plead so much with him about it. It just felt so different this time. John Smith. Joseph finally steps back in. He is drenched in sweat. His eyes are wild as if he saw a ghost. His head is down. He quietly takes a seat, crosses his arms, and focuses on the floor. He seems to be pretty spooked by something. I wonder what happened to him in the hallway or in the bathroom. I wonder if I should ask him. Will he even give me an answer? So, who's Oriko? Tracy asks. My brother, Oriko. I repeat side-eye and Joseph, who's in a trance. I continue. He served this country, too. It's, similar to you, Teo, in the war. He was a Navy SEAL. A favorable, respected guy. Teo salutes me. I notice Samantha, I, and Joseph worriedly. She must know something is up, but what? Shortly after, Ko is being dragged in, literally crying as the guard grips her by the arm a bit too hard from the looks of it. Tracy says, You got something on your face, Ko. Looks like ranch dressing. Ko wipes her mouth. Ko is weeping like a sad puppy. I think this guard has something to do with it. Is everything okay here, Ko? She sniffles. Is everything okay? What happened? What happened? Did he hurt you? Tell me. I walk up to Ko, get on one knee, and ask her what's wrong. The guard speaks. Found her on the floor in the men's bathroom, wetting her clothes with water. I look around at everyone. I was just trying to wipe out the red. She turns around to reveal a red spot seeping through her pants. What happened? Joseph asks. I got my... No way you got your period. That's impossible. Tracy yells, I mean, you're not even a... She stops herself, realizing everyone is eyeing her to shut up. My mouth gapes, drooping to my chin. I can feel myself getting lightheaded. I say that there is a lot of sexual references and scenes in this book, just because a lot of times kids are sexually harassed and young adults are sexually harassed and no one ever speaks about it or talks about it, especially in these types of places. And I just really wanted to shine light on it and show like things that different people are going through and how it can be solved. So if you like this video, again, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications of my next video. And I will see you all next time.